Cavan and Roscommon would be two teams that would have been hoping for August would have been their aim, and they would have been setting up even after they'd lost. They'd be saying, right, well, let's regroup and try and get maybe an easier draw to get a win under the belt, build up a bit of confidence and go again. And the two of them have got the sucker punch that the two teams that probably didn't want to meet each other to have done. They played last year again where Roscommon came out on top. So that'll be a very close game, and I think the fact that maybe Cavan have had a wee bit more time to regroup and get over their game against Monaghan, to then get a win under their belt against London, it is possibly putting it in their favour, because I know Roscommon would have been putting everything into, their whole focus would have been on winning the provincial title and going through the front door, and the defeat against Sligo will have possibly knocked them back a bit. So it's how quickly they can now regroup and get confidence back into themselves, because it's definitely not going to be an easy game for them heading to Breffni Park. The only other draw again that teams wouldn't have wanted was Antrim and Fermanagh, because they had just met, and it's the thing you always find about those games is that the team that won the first game tends to struggle the next day out. So from a Fermanagh point of view, they've just lost. Antrim have just went and got a superb win away from home against Laois. So the mindset is totally different, where it's the game that definitely, I'd say from Fermanagh's point of view, they possibly wouldn't have wanted. Awfully, I would say, traditionally wouldn't have had a whole pile of fear for Kildare. They're not a team that they'd really be intimidated by, and I think there'll not be much in that game. Both teams are playing in the same division next year, and current form, there shouldn't be a whole pile between it. You would think that the experience and the big games that Kildare would have played over this past few years, that it should be enough to see them through. But I would think that it's a game that Offaly would be relishing the prospects for. And again, you'd be hoping for another good qualifier game, not much between the teams, and whoever comes out of it, again, it should set them up nicely for moving on to the next round of the qualifiers. The last game there between Longford and Clare, it would have been a super draw for Clare, providing they hadn't picked up the amount of injuries that they had. So I know Podge Collins has definitely gone from the year. I'm not sure how many more of the players that missed out against Cork will be back, but both teams will be happy enough with the draw, because they'll both be confident that they're capable of getting a win in the day, and they know then that it prolongs their season and it's another championship win under their belt. But again, it just brings enthusiasm to their county, and it's great for the teams themselves to get as many games as they can, because it's the only way you're going to learn is actually going out and winning and performing on championship days, and that's how you become a better footballer. So that'll be a close game. I'd possibly go for Longford to win away from home, just depending on how Clare are faring out injury wise, but I wouldn't say a whole pile being between either team.
GAA. Be there all the way.